Yo, today's show is sponsored by ExpressVPN. Your online activity should not be public, so protect yourself at expressvpn.com/achievement.
You had one was amazing. Hey, whoa, welcome. This is Off Topic, and we're sponsored by ExpressVPN. Stop putting your online data at risk. Get protected at expressvpn.com/off-topic. I'm your host, Michael Jones. We got
Michael Jones.
We got Alfredo Diaz. We got Iffy Wadiway. We got Fiona Nova. And we got Gavin Roll those R's.
Can't do that.
You can't? You can't believe All right, now everybody do a pigeon.
I can't do that. I can't do
Well, just roll. Just do who and roll your R. See, you're doing it.
wow.
You can't do it.
Yeah, you're French. You should be able to do it the best.
I know.
Man,
No,
that
French
sucks.
is-
Sacre bleu! Sacre bleu! Sacre garçon!
I don't think that's not French.
That's not French.
Garçon!
Italian or Spanish. French is...
Garçon!
No, it's croix.
Stop. He's speaking French.
Can I tell you what I think he's doing?
Okay.
Something else.
Garçon!
That's not it.
Yeah.
That's just not it, guys.
This is-
See, look, I've been to a patisserie.
Cool.
Okay.
That's what you call a French pastry shop, a patisserie.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
It's sort of.
Okay. Who's
not
that?
wrong.
Oh! You got some voodoo?
Yeah, Captain Dynamite.
Dude, voodoo's good. I've had so much voodoo in the last week.
Yeah.
You went voodooing.
Yeah, I did. So I just did the FaceJam road trip with the van, sponsored by Voodoo Ranger, and it was sick. It was a 5-day road trip. What's up? What are you frowning at?
No, I'm just getting it for him.
Okay.
You're not having like a baby?
I don't know. Anyway,
Don't give us a
we
baby.
filmed all that shit, and that'll come out soon.
Yeah.
Probably next month or 2 months. I'm not making it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was in it. I went like this,
Or something.
I think it was.
Oh,
and then I came back.
We're gonna talk. About
speaking of not being able to roll like my R's, can you roll your D's?
Okay, fly.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Who's rolling D's
He's
around?
rolling D's around here. Oh, it's the fly.
Yeah.
But Gabu is in this like barking phase. You know, she's a corgi. She's barking.
She's a dog. Dogs
And I
bark.
found out
My dog does
that
bark.
she absolutely fucking hates when I go.
She doesn't, not a fan of the raspberry.
She stops in her tracks, starts like whimpering and like runs away. So then I was telling Jackie, I was like, look, when we're on our walk, just do, and then like she'll stop. And then she's like, what was it again?
You're gonna
like,
weaponize it.
And then I was like, cool. Anyways, I'm like, all right, cool. So like when she does that, just do that. And then I was like, do it. And she was like, what? No. And I'm like, what do you mean no? And she was like,
Just stick your tongue out.
and that's what I said. I was like, just stick your tongue out. And she was like,
She's so
and I was like, just a little bit. And then she's like,
No.
and I was like, I get people who don't know how to roll their R's.
Well, of course you get it. You can't do it.
You can. Well, yeah, but I know you are the person.
I
Totally normal.
Totally normal. I've seen that sometimes, but
Yeah,
I've never
you
known
think
someone
it's
not
normal.
being able to go. But Jackie can't go.
just
Like I was like,
mouth
rolling
and
your
force
R's
air.
is like a
Jackie
genetic
roll
thing,
her
right? Like
R's?
that's.
I don't think so.
I don't think making the noise
No,
is
it's
a
just
thing. You go,
I think it's just like a.
Jackie's was like,
That's like
and I was like, oh, okay, now you can't punish her.
That's like an interesting way to find out that Jackie's never fake farted. Like she's like, like
They're all real.
They're all real.
All real.
All of them.
real.
Always letting them rip.
True
Like, you guys were-
authenticity.
You got it. That's normal. People can't say that word.
That's a
normal
totally
thing.
normal. People can't say that. It's
that
totally
happens.
fucking normal.
So I was gonna say you guys were farting it up in that room I went in earlier.
Yeah, you were not a fan of the stench of the room.
No, I wouldn't say I wasn't a fan. It was just potent. I opened it up and I was like, this room, got a smell to it. It wasn't
There's
like
a
it's
smell.
awful.
You guys ripping ass in there?
I don't know
No,
what
we
you
weren't
looked.
ripping ass.
They blamed it on dust.
Well,
I walked
no,
in.
that's not what we said.
It is.
That,
what you
no,
said.
we said, well, no, it wasn't dust. Like, it was actual crap. Like, it was like shit on the keyboard.
You
but
didn't say
anyways,
that.
But
Yeah.
we were in a video. But anyways,
What? Say that.
Keyboard made the whole room
I was behaving
smell.
myself.
I was in full concentration mode that game.
Yeah, keep talking and no one explodes that's not.
So
that's
we
the video, I mean.
decided while I'm in town we should do a chunk shrubbage because we haven't done one in a while.
Yeah, and we needed another one for our collection of
For our
four.
collection, yeah. To keep it going. So we did keep
Just NFT that.
Yeah, we did keep talking and no one explodes, which is essentially the worst game we could ever play.
Yeah,
because,
yeah.
we were both awful at any kind of
looked great.
communication.
Communication issues.
Yeah.
Well, so we're like concentrating on the game. Fiona's nose deep in all the pamphlets,
Right.
like looking, and then in the corner of my eye, I just see Michael just
I was doing that.
like, back and forth like Space Invaders.
Well, I didn't want to interrupt because you were concentrating.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I thought I would only interrupt peripherally.
Yeah.
It was definitely a peripheral
Yeah.
interruption.
And waited till you guys finished that round.
And I also won't spoil anything, but there was a moment, obviously, our one brain cell, and we just couldn't stop laughing, so we just curled up in the couch and just started laughing silently.
Man.
It was pretty funny. But it was a good
stinky
game.
room, apparently.
Stinky room, I guess.
It was just potent. I opened the door and it smelled like someone either took a shower or sprayed perfume.
I feel like
and
that's a
then-
nice smell.
I felt like that's
I didn't
a
say
nice
it was
smell.
bad. You guys said it was bad.
Well,
That's literally what I
It
said.
felt
me, it's
humid.
usually
It
like
felt
negative.
humid.
No, if I wanted to say negative, say it smelled like shit. Is what I would have said. Okay, that's why I said potent. It was just strong. I walked in and I literally
it
said
was
to you,
also 75
I said,
degrees in there, like, it was
Why don't you just take
hot.
a shower or wear perfume?
I mean, I
And then
showered.
Fiona
Did
said,
one of you just take a shower?
And then Fiona was like, the keyboard stinks. I was like, oh, okay. Then you guys immediately made it negative.
What is it on the keyboard that would make the
Yo,
whole
I will
room?
show
I mean,
you.
to be fair, the whole room is
That
like
is-
a tiny little
is.
square.
But that's guilt immediately. It's the keyboard.
But here's the thing, he said it smelled nice. Like it smelled
I
like
know,
a
and then
shower.
you guys attacked the room immediately.
We
I
said,
went, oh.
we said it was hot because it was getting hot and we
Yeah,
started
you're
sweating.
Yeah,
It was-
I don't know. I know. Oh, okay. Guess they don't like it.
Sweat.
Oh, man.
It was pretty sweaty, but no, it was good.
we
You know?
determined that it was a good video if it recorded.
If it recorded,
We're
because
not
we
100%.
Probably got it.
Let me
We
tell
tried.
you that the first 10, 15 minutes of us
Dude.
trying to get this video to start was all messed up.
Dude, the last time we filmed in there, you know, Michael Lindblad was there to like do it all. And it's funny, when I was walking over here, he was TDing the STF stream
Yeah.
right
Yeah,
before
there's
us.
a Jackbox.
And so I was walking by and his, you know, control setup's right near the door. And I just walked in from the hallway, I went, traitor.
Yeah.
Looked over, so then I
He was
just-
supposed to help us.
I slowly kept walking in and I just kept going, traitor, traitor. And everyone else in the room on stream was like, oh, what's up? And I'm like, not here for you, traitor. And I just kept saying off. I walked in, I couldn't believe how many people were in that room. There was like 8 people in that room. I was like, is this the old achievement hunter office? It was like a broom closet. I was like, holy shit. Every time I stepped up, I'm like, there's more people in here? I thought it was like Barbara and Blaine and John. And like Gus is squeezed in there. And it was just like, Lindblad's over there. I think Chris was under the couch. I don't know. I was just like, oh man, this sucks. And then I went,
Traitor.
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 There's a poll going.
Shame.
Yeah.
Pull
Does
is
anyone
up.
even watch Off Topic?
I don't think so.
I would say,
What kind of poll
is Michael
is that?
Lindblad a traitor?
Yeah, can the poll go up? Michael
Blatty?
Blatty?
Yeah,
Blatty?
it was like, no.
Blatty was Blatty was supposed to help us, but he
See, I
went
didn't
to
even
go.
know that.
Blatty didn't even know that, I guess. No,
Oh, he
no,
was
Blatty
supposed
knew.
to.
Blatty knew
he,
because
like,
Blatty asked
Set
me.
it up.
Blatty was supposed to be there for me.
He did what he could.
I know.
Yeah.
He did what he could.
Well, yeah. I mean, hey.
Man does what he can.
We've got the. This reminds me of the time. This reminds to Blatty.
A local trader.
Blatty Daddy. Here we go.
This reminds me of the time when we just started getting the Voodoo Ranger sponsorship.
I was
So
just
it
gonna say, what a sponsored moment. They
Yeah,
didn't
they
sponsor
didn't
this.
ask
And that was organic.
They
That
are
was-
a sponsor,
Yeah.
which is why we were loaded with their beer. They didn't sponsor this,
Yeah,
but it is very good beer.
But that was an organic
But
moment.
I remember when I had the first time I'd ever had Voodoo Ranger was at the Achievement Hunter office, like
You
what,
got
like
dipped and
2019. It was like
That must have been
do you
when we
remember?
met.
No, it wasn't. It was like before we were in the office.
Well, that's what I was saying, like, because that was the year that y'all had the RTX where the off-topic set.
No, but it
was
wasn't an RTX. It was like literally just like a
Oh no,
normal
I'm
day.
not saying that moment was the.
okay.
I'm saying like
Collecting
on the
stories.
heels. Yeah, you know.
Someone get between them.
I mean, this is the person who, when a room smells good, she makes excuses.
Look at the keyboard.
He wanted to know. I said, look at the keyboard.
I'm just saying, it's on recording when I went in. I was like, oh, did someone shower? And you're both like, it's hot, it stinks, it smells like shit in here. I was like, oh.
Again, it was a very stressful moment. We had a bomb to defuse.
Oh my gosh.
First time I met Iffy was in the back of a van.
Yeah. Which man was that?
He's had a lot. He's owned a lot of it.
It was the one we were riding with Lewis.
Oh yeah.
During, like it was like
It's called
two-
Lewis's talent van. He just pulls up, just get in.
Get in.
You want to sign
I was
it?
walking down the street and they were like, hey, you look like you got talent. Get in.
Yeah.
And everyone was just sitting in the back seat.
Welcome to the industry.
Yeah. Oh man.
No, we were rolling up to go do something.
Was that
it was during RTX.
Oh.
In a van?
It might have been when we rolled up to go do stand-up.
Oh yeah, when we did
Yeah,
stand up.
yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel? You think you're gonna step back in? Is that why you didn't come to my show last night?
Damn, let's put them on
yeah,
blast.
that's also
Yeah.
what
Put
this
every-
off
put-
topic is about.
put everyone
It's
on
Fiona,
blast.
I came super excited. You have kids. So
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm also the only one who said, sorry, man, I can't make
Yeah.
I found out from everyone else who didn't go. And I said to Lindsay this morning, I went, what a bunch of assholes. That's literally what I said. I know you went.
I went. I
Excuse
knew
me.
it.
I didn't because
It was your
I had a-
plan. It was your plan. You're like, yes.
It was like I never expect any of my friends to come to my shows ever because you have to deal with the other comedians. Like I can guarantee you might like what I'm gonna say, but I can't say
For sure.
it was a chill show. But yeah, Fredo was like, we're gonna come to my house, we're gonna pregame.
Well, first, yeah, even before that, it's like, hey, Fiona, Fiona's in town, and obviously I'm like, well, we got to do slop night.
You kept saying it.
Slop night.
Yeah.
Of course,
Just
I will
like
always
a
say that.
slop
When have I
night.
not said that? It's always a
Yeah.
slop night. I was like, Wednesday night, slop night. And then Alfredo had a great idea. I was like, hey, come to my place, and then
Yeah.
also we'll just go. We'll go to Iffy's show right after.
Yeah. And that was the plan. I was
was
gonna
the
get
plan.
slop after.
And here's the thing. Two things to this. One, a little ambitious of me because the previous night,
Yeah.
Trevor, Christian, and I, we were out doing a special on location shoot for Red Web.
Yeah. And you know, I do.
Fuck, that sucked, dude.
Yeah.
And but I didn't get back in until
And
like
speaking of
4 in the
which,
morning.
I just always want to talk to this half of Fredo. What the fuck you doing, bro? You
I
know this side, like what the
Bro,
fuck, you know?
let me, bro. The whole time I was like this.
Yeah, we don't do that.
The intro, we had an intro where we set up the
Don't do
table,
that.
Yeah.
and behind us was the dark hallway.
Yeah.
And the dark hallway led
Yeah.
some fucked up shit. And Trevor's here, Christian's there. It's a terrible shot because I ruined it. Because the whole time, there's the mic. I'm like this, looking down the hallway. The whole entire 30-minute intro.
You like never let go of the mic.
Yeah, and then we're like, Fredo hasn't loosened the grip on his mic in 30 minutes. And the whole time I was like, yeah, that sounds
Yeah,
real
that's
fucked
carpal
up.
tunnel
I can't wait to
there.
not want to explore that. But yeah, so we're up until like 4 in the morning.
I don't need to
all that.
explore any ghosts because even if it's someone in a ghost outfit, that's
Oh
the
my
KKK.
gosh, you remember
Like,
that moment like last night? There was a moment where there was a closet. No, there was a small little closet that Alfredo had in his house that like it looked like a place where it was haunted. And if he said, "What's that?" and both of us took a step back, and Trevor immediately went into
Trevor
open
was
the
like,
door.
I'll investigate it. All right.
See.
We both immediately took a step back
Nope.
that was not for us.
What was I gonna say? The funny thing is,
You're
last
trying to tell him
night.
why you bailed on his show.
That is why,
we're back.
because I was ambitious to
back.
think that I had the energy to go and do
Right.
that the night after.
Yeah.
But what's really funny is we're all hanging out, we're drinking, eating,
Yeah.
We're having a
gaming,
good time, yeah.
and all of us were just like, fuck, we're just all really exhausted. Half of us have been, we did the night shoot, the other half have just been working. And then Trevor, I think it was Trevor that said, like, I don't think if he's the kind of guy that would like hold it against us.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Trying to make yourself feel better.
That's really funny.
And then cut two, and I went, there he is.
It's funny. I didn't hold it against it, but I did do an age-old comedy tactic where I left the jacket and I was like, Fiona, you got to bring my jacket to the you're not.
Fiona
I like,
was always
no
going.
way.
Fiona was always going.
To the show. I gotta bring my jacket.
I'm just sitting there going like, dude, everything you just said is true. I was just like, just don't tell him you're going. Hey man, we'll be there 100%. I'm tired. You know what I mean?
You know who's there?
I rarely do
Tired.
that.
Yeah.
But I was like, it was, goddamn, it was too ambitious of me to think.
Somebody at one point was like, oh, you're not going either. I was like, I'll kill you. I never said I was going. Okay? We have to go home. I'm going home.
Yeah, Michael straight up very early, before we even got to the pre-slop, was like, I got kids. And I was like, look, I know. Because when you have kids, you got kids.
Fiona told me verbatim, hey, I promise you it's 7 p.m. And I said, if he show.
No, I never said that. I swear to God, you heard something else because I knew it
I
was
think
at
in my
9
head I
p.m.
wanted it to be 7 because I was like,
No,
somewhere I got 7
knew
from.
It was 9
I know
p.m.
you mentioned it, and I was like, 7. I can maybe do 7.
There's
Yeah.
no way
And
I
so,
did 7.
so I was just like, how are we gonna
Yeah.
7? And then you're like, oh, the show's at 9. I'm like, Fiona, you told me 7, and you're like, no, I didn't.
No, I
and I go,
didn't.
oh, you didn't?
I
I
swear
can't do 9. That's too late.
Was it 9? You told me 10.
No, I said he
Well, the
would
show
get
started
up-
at 9.
It started at 9, but Iffy would probably be up at
The
10.
good part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
You know what
a
I
good
was-
estimate.
Yeah.
Don't
You know
be
what I was
7.
doing as soon as
It's all
you
over
took the
the place.
stage? My ass was already asleep.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
You were like this, and me going,
And here's
Gavin
the
left.
thing.
Gavin
Here's
went
the thing.
away.
I can't even be upset at anyone who bailed because, oh my God, I went and then it started pouring.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I was,
That's
I
what
was
I was
worried.
gonna say. I was like,
I was worried I couldn't get back to the hotel.
I was driving. That shit
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like
yeah.
a cut scene in a video.
I was like,
Headlight rain.
I was
Heavy
also
rain.
straight up. I was getting PTSD from the freaking the fucking Austin snowstorm
Yeah.
that we had in
Yeah.
front.
Oh,
Then I was like, no, please, I don't want to get stuck on the road. I don't want to get stuck on the road. Please, please. I was like, no, please, I don't want to do that. But I was like, oh my gosh, like I can't even be mad at
Yeah,
them
no,
because
I
we
was
actually
definitely not.
avoided
Yeah.
accidents.
Yeah,
Possibly.
the moment it started raining, that was funny because before Trevor did his proclamation,
I missed that. You had a couple grooves.
I get in the car and it starts raining. I was like, oh, they ain't coming to the show. One person is because I did the jacket tactic. I did the jacket.
We're in the same hotel. I
Yeah, that's
just
true.
left.
Dude, it was also, I'll tell you what was also really funny was all the people they weren't even listening because 3 different groups of people offered to give Fiona a ride, and I kept going, she's going to his show, right?
And then they were like, oh.
Oh my God.
Yeah, people were like,
It
oh,
was like, hey, I'll get right back to your hotel. And I'm like, she's not going she's going to the show.
I'm going to the
None
show.
of you are going anymore.
I'm going to support Iffy. And even Kayla came.
Kayla pulled up. She was laughing real
Kayla,
hard.
Yeah, Kayla did the
100%.
reverse.
Yeah, yeah.
Bailed
Yeah,
on.
she
Yeah,
bailed
she
on our
bailed on
friends.
Chill.
Yeah,
Because she came to the show.
But I love hearing, maybe this is gay of me to say, I
be.
love hearing Kayla laugh. It's my favorite thing. And
Yeah.
the entire time you're saying something, she laughs, I just look at her and I'm like,
Yeah.
This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by ExpressVPN. Using the internet without ExpressVPN is like leaving your dog with a stranger when you run inside a store to use the restroom. Don't do it. There's dog nappers out there, okay? Most of the time, you'll probably be okay, but you never know if you just gave your dog to a serial dog napper. I made a joke, and then I looked down, and the joke was already there, but I said it first. Well, every time you connect to an unencrypted network, like in a cafe or hotel, your online data isn't secured. Any hacker on the same network can gain access to and steal your personal data, and it's not even that hard. But with ExpressVPN, it protects you by creating a secure encrypted tunnel between your device and the internet. It's super easy to use. Just fire up the app and click one button. Plus, it works on all your devices. I've been talking about ExpressVPN quite a while. Very easy to use, very convenient. You have it, you click it, you got it. You almost forget you have it, except you remember, oh, yes, the extra layer of security. I've almost forgot I had it because it's just so easy to use. Secure your online data today by visiting expressvpn.com/off-topic. That's the name of this show. I know what it is. That's expressvpn.com/off-topic, expressvpn.com/off-topic, and you getting an extra 3 months for free. I forgot too when I went in there to call Lindblad a traitor.
Yeah.
Like everyone in there was like, ah, and I just was like, oh no, I'm just here for them. I went, oh hi Kayla, and then I left. I forgot she was in there too.
she was in
There was like, there was so many people in there.
Yeah, there were so
That's
many people.
wild.
There were like
because-
more people in there than in this room.
That's
You
wild
have to
because
say
then,
hi
like,
to.
Well, she was the closest.
Before that, before they started shooting, Barb was like, "Oh yeah, we're doing Jackbox. Like, you know, if anyone wants to come join or has some time." And then
You
you
can
know, cut to
attach
five-
yourself to the wall.
Cut to
It's like
5 minutes
Spider-Man.
later, when John's like, "Hey, I don't know if like anyone told you, but like,
We're playing Jackbox,
you know,
jump
we're doing
in."
Jackbox.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you can come hang out."
He walked out and then tagged somebody else. Like, you get it.
You get it.
Go ask.
But I was like, I might come in, but I am really doing a video with Gavin.
Yeah, we all had
Everyone
videos,
was.
but I
Yeah,
would
we did a
have
challenge
blew that whole
accepted.
operation.
Right,
Shit.
and when
big ass in there.
and when did you end that video?
When did you end?
Like 5 minutes before we.
Right. I got in because I just like on Thursdays I take Iris to school and pick her up and it takes forever. It's like a third of my day because it's just so much driving. But I get in and then I like to get here early to make sure I don't do anything, not to imply that like the broadcast is going, where's Michael? I just like to get here to go, hey, I'm here at least because I don't expect anyone else to show up until like usually 5 minutes. I put my mask back on at 2:58 because I thought I was gonna have to go find you guys. I guess I'll go look for them, and then you all walked in, which is fine.
It's been a very.
But it was like 2:05, and I do the ad reads before the show, so people don't have to stay late and stuff. And if we drink, I'm more cohesive. I would do the ads first. It's like 2:05, and Matt's like, "Hey, you want to do this?" I was like, "Do what?" And he's like, "Challenge accepted." I was like, I gotta go do ads. I got the podcast. It's at 3. And he's like, it won't be that long. And I went, fuck you. Get the fuck out of here. What the fuck are you talking
How long
about?
have you been doing this
I
shit?
went, wait, who the fuck do you think you're talking to? Get the fuck away. I'm like,
And
what are you
then us
talking about?
roll up
My
5
ass.
minutes
Yeah, you
before.
guys walked in at 2:59.
so aggressive.
No, it's not aggressive at all. It was a stupid thing to say. What a stupid person.
Dude, all week I've
Do
just
I
been
want?
crying.
Yeah, look, we're playing Halo. Great, I love Halo. What?
I don't have the
Do you know what
time.
time it is?
I've been
I
trying
love
to
watches
wrangle
too.
us
Look at it.
all
What the hell are you
week
talking
long,
about?
bro?
Oh yeah, this has been the most
The
chaotic.
flip side, though, to that was I think we just finished Keep Talking to Expose, and I'm like, hey, Mikey, want to come do the graveyard?
Yeah.
Like, want to come scoot around
Yeah,
the
yeah.
graveyard?
No.
And Mikey's like, I think I have some time.
I did. That was right. It was like 2:25,
Yeah.
and you go, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I gotta go do ads."
Let's go
And
hang
you're
in the
like,
graveyard.
"Come scoot in the graveyard," and I went, "I'll do 10 minutes." And then I left, and you guys were still. If I had come back from the graveyard and you were done filming, I was gonna go, "Fuck, I could have been in it," and you weren't, and I felt confident in my decision. You were nowhere near being done.
Yeah.
Man, the worst part about Fiona being in town is I don't get to play on my one wheel.
Oh yeah, she's the one. She's the one we all.
About to bring up the hoverboards. Good segue.
Yeah.
The one wheel.
Yeah, 'cause
Not a hoverboard.
That's a fucking. It's
well,
a
they're all
hoverboard.
hoverboards.
Yeah.
He's
With
one
one
wheel.
wheel.
We've been staying away from Gavin's one wheel because it's like a death sentence for us. So we go on the hoverboard.
It's
and
hard.
we're like, it's hard. It goes so
hard.
fast.
Yeah, I've watched
So
a
we're
lot
like,
of people
we
get
hover.
almost ripped in half by it.
Yeah.
Fiona gets on it the other day, immediately just sailing around like she was
I've never-
born with a wheel.
Yeah, dude.
I will say
never
though,
done it.
watching Fiona on the one wheel is like watching someone play a roguelike because every day it's like she starts over. like she's confident by the end of the day, but the beginning she's
It's like Bambi.
you're like, oh shit, okay, we're starting over again.
Yeah, it's like
again.
it starts again. I think about it at night. I mean,
Dude,
dreaming about it.
she'll be
dreaming about-
here,
yeah.
and like in the mornings, and you weren't here, and she just goes, "Gavin's got to come today. We gotta get Gavin."
Yeah,
Oh,
one
what are
day
you
I-
doing? She
I
goes,
came-
"I'm gonna fuck what he's. I want that one wheel. Where's that one wheel?"
One day I came in, I just dropped it off and I left.
And then he left. And then he left. I was like, I just really wanted the one wheel. You know when you have like something and you're like, I need to get on it again. That was
Are
it.
you thinking about it right now?
Yes. I was
I'm probably gonna cop it, but
I
also
am
the
absolutely
regular
buying it.
hoverboards I've been good at, and I was like, I don't think I'm gonna walk anymore.
Dude, it was like a couple of weeks where no one walked.
I get it.
We did everything on a board. We even went into the meeting room, the conference room on hoverboards and just stood there. And
I just go back
we're
and
just
forth.
rocking back and forth.
There's
as the meeting
grooves in the
going on.
carpet now.
I had a meeting with Trevor. We were just doing like a little creative discussion. I think we did about 3 miles during the meeting. Just in those circles.
It is so much fun. That one wheel is so much fun. I think there's like a little thing that you'll always have on the one wheel now because I straight up rammed into a wall.
Yeah.
And there's a dent in the drywall now. And then there's like
2 dents now.
There's many dents. I see so many dents on those walls.
That's why they call them accidents.
Damn.
It is.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's why you should come to my show. That's why you should bail on
That's all
my
you
show.
missed out.
Not the best.
I should have grabbed the jacket.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Someone going, oh, shit, did I get a refund? I'm about to come in for the next show. Imagine that. 20 minutes.
I will say this. I know I'm Ippy's friend, and I'll always hype you up. But straight up, that set was really funny.
No, thank you.
It was a really good set that you did last night.
How
like,
much time
genuinely.
did it take you to get that set? Perfect?
So like it's so funny because like stand-up is interesting now because I went to go and do stand-up and I'll ask my friends, I'm like, what are you doing? Because we had the whole pandemic and they're like, oh, I'm doing the jokes I did before it. I was like, yeah, because I don't want to just be like, we've been inside. So like it's like, we have? Yeah.
Wow. So inside.
So it is like a lot of like older like jokes I've been building, but some are newer. Like I do talk about like buying shit and then it's funny because like I'm going into stuff. It's like, oh, this was one I was close to being like real, like that I thought was really good, which is like my VR porn one.
Yeah.
Like that one was when I like started on,
porn.
and then like the pandemic happened, and I totally forgot about it. And I was like, oh, I should be doing the VR porn joke again.
Yeah.
It always does really good.
I like the Naomi one.
Oh yeah,
We're jumping on the.
that's the golden like that's like
So
my like
good.
it's finished and that's like what I bring out to be like
That's so
all right
good.
here's this
I love it.
but yeah it's pretty much it's been fun. Everything's kind of starting up. We're starting to do like travel stuff again. I'll be like White Women or now the Big Team. We changed our name.
White Women?
It was
Yeah.
White Women.
Yeah, it's an all-black improv team called White Women, and we changed it. But now we're the Big Team. We're going to be in St. Louis.
You ever
in
get someone on
November.
the show that would just go, hey.
So one time, someone came to.
White-
Where are they?
Where are they?
Someone came
Where'd they
after
go?
our show
Where'd
one
they
of these
go?
times, was like, hey, we came to the show because we thought this was going to be a women improv group. I was like, you were going to go to an improv team that was just called White Women and there were white women? Like,
That's fun. That's fun.
like, what?
That's
Like,
turning improv on its head. They're telling me what it is ahead of time.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So good.
And so I was like, I'm sorry. She's like, no, I'm happy I came. I was like, okay, that's you're weird. I just want you to know you're weird.
You're the weird one.
Yeah, I'm not weird. You're weird.
She couldn't go,
Yeah.
That makes her weird.
yeah.
Gotta get the.
It's that freak.
Yeah.
Can't do that noise. Speaking of Fart World app.
Yeah.
What?
She's been pushing that.
Wait, what?
Fart World app?
Is it literally
Did you
just an app
now
with
you
different
do
tones of
you
fart?
have premium?
I had premium last month. I stopped.
It's
paying.
But so you
It's
know
monthly.
what
It's
Fart
monthly.
World is.
Through her.
Okay.
Wait, so
Yes.
you didn't renew?
No, I didn't really use it a lot.
What's
this
insane
month.
to me is that it's an app that there's a monthly fee.
Yeah,
I just thought
yeah,
once
there's
you
a
buy
monthly
it, most
fee.
apps are like, I pay for it and I
Yeah.
have it. But
Yeah,
you're
I
not
don't
getting.
know why
my
you pay a
favorite.
month.
Eleven's
Well, you
my
wouldn't. That's a
favorite.
free fart. You
Yeah.
wouldn't.
You wouldn't, yeah.
That's you gotta pay. to
There's
get the
also
premium part.
Fartaphone, where I've avoided letting Fart World have access to anything on my phone.
Yeah,
like, they'll
sorry.
be like,
That's
they'll
such
be
a
like,
lie.
yeah, straight up, they'll be like, hey, would you let Fart World have access to like all your information so
Yeah,
they
yeah.
could track apps?
Yeah.
I was like, I don't think so.
Yeah, but
I'm
think
gonna
about,
say no.
think about how you know how Gavin's got his one wheel app and he'll show you. He'll say, "This is where we went today," and it goes like this because it's a 12-hour day and it's a span of like 300 feet, and so it's just
It's
just
like a
someone
line
going like
of me
this.
writing in, and then
Yeah.
That's me.
Imagine that with farts though. It's like here's where you
Yeah.
farted today.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is where you farted
You
around.
just like you just go, I ripped ass through LA and
yeah.
show it off.
Ripped it, yeah.
So just something to consider.
No, just an app. You can download it, App Store. If ever you
Just
just
various farts.
there's just a couple farts.
There's
couple
so
parts.
many
11 my
people
favorite.
here. So many people here, right? We're fortunate. We're like we work with a lot of people we all get along with. We hang out. We get to do videos and stuff, and then we go home, right? We all have separate lives, and we don't all like interact with everyone every day,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
We have our little groups that we get into, and there's age differences and stuff.
Yeah.
Besides maybe Alfredo, I probably talk to Fiona the most. She doesn't even live here anymore. She'll just be like, Mikey, I'm farting, and send me the fart app. I feel like now I really have to though, since you're not in Austin anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
No, it's good. I like.
going.
Yeah, I love just texting Mikey, and then also like there'll be times where like you had the croc giblets.
Yeah,
And,
giblets.
gibbets, the gibbets, yeah. And you just were taking pictures of them.
It was like a 1 hour conversation where I was just going, oh.
Luigi,
And I was
but
like,
not really.
that's fucked up Luigi. And Fiona's like, oh shit. And we're like, this guy. I go, oh, look at this
Yeah.
one. And then you were like, is there a so-and-so? I think I saw that in the first picture. I'm like digging through the bag, like, I found another one. And then I'll be telling Lindsay about it. I'm like, yo, this Fiona and I is crazy. And Lindsay's just like, when did you talk to Fiona? I'm like, oh, the last 90 minutes.
I just got
We just got, where were you? Join in the chat.
Right.
Yeah, no, I don't do the fart app, but I do record my sleep. So this is what it sounds like.
snores?
Oh yeah, big snores. Just to make sure, because one
Make
guy.
sure you're not out there killing
No, honestly, it does relate. The only reason.
Where were you? Let me tell you where I was. Fucking sleeping. Here's the proof.
But like, one guy was capturing his like sleep farts on his sleep recorder, and I was hoping to catch my farts.
Okay. I like how you started this conversation with, I don't have a fart app. But anyway, here's me trying to record my farts in my sleep. What the hell?
Yeah, but
There it is.
yeah, it got zero farts.
So do you think you have apnea or something?
Oh, no, I'm big as shit. That's my
He's big and thick, bro.
that's my snore reason.
Okay.
I'm just big.
Yeah, I'm just a big ass man. But yeah, no, I don't like. I only snore when I like am eating poorly and not working out. And once I start working out, I don't snore. And my girlfriend's just like, oh, you don't snore. I was like, yeah, I told you, because I give everyone a warning. Like if we start sleeping together, I'm be like, just so you know, you're not gonna sleep. I'm gonna snore, and I'm gonna be like right in your ear, because I'm a cuddler. So you're just right here, just.
It sounds like you're gonna eat. Yeah, so you know.
I'm like, huh? You're a
Make 'em
whore right next to me.
Yeah. I feel the tusks.
So pig hunting for truffles?
No, that's not the test, baby. That's just my boner.
Yeah.
You know, you gonna do a little poke. You do a little poke.
Put a sock
You
on that.
do a little poke.
Put a sock on it.
Oh.
Kai was saying some
sock it.
crazy things.
I was
yesterday.
some crazy shit. Dude, that was cool. Like, Kai was like a surprise visit.
Yeah,
For me.
Yeah.
I was just
Yeah.
looking at something, and something I was looking at my schedule said Kai. I went, wait, Kai's here? Kai's not here. Oh, she is?
Yeah.
And then everyone, it was very interesting. So I don't know what day she came in, because I was out on Monday. I think she got here on Monday?
I think Monday. Yeah.
Yes.
And then so she left yesterday, and at the end of the day, everyone was trying to guilt Kai into skipping and rescheduling the
Yes.
flight.
Oh yeah.
Also with the live, like, we're gonna hang out and go to Iffy's show tonight. Which is the lie. Everyone kept telling her. But the best part was everyone going like, what? She can say. I'm like, bro, I'm with you. It's just the flight. You can change it. The woman is waiting for the fucking ride to pick her
10
up like
minutes
5 minutes
before
away. They're going, cancel it. Just don't show up. And I go, when he gets here, just hide. Just send Iffy out and just go, get out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Who you picking up?
Yeah,
I tell her this yesterday.
You know that we're all just insane, because the fact that we were telling Kai, we were like, just go on the
Everyone,
flight.
every
No,
person
go on, like,
except
10
me.
minutes
And I was
ago,
going,
yeah, she like stood there with a little look.
she was like
guys,
debating it,
Yeah,
and I
we're
was
like,
like,
Kai,
guys, don't. Lindsay, I remember went, look, I'm not a fan of peer pressure, but you shouldn't. Don't go to the airport. And I'm like, what the What is wrong with you people? But it's 30-year-olds. What's wrong with you?
You want to know the saddest part? If she would have surprised me by showing up to my show with a bouquet of roses, none of y'all would have been there to receive
Well,
her.
no,
The saddest, to be fact,
I would have
none
been
of
the
you.
one to bring her.
Yeah,
I'm
Funny,
the one that's
the saddest part
with her.
was she got to the airport and said, "My flight got delayed. I hate it here." That was the
I knew
saddest
it.
part.
Wait, but wait, you remember when we were laying down? I was like, check the weather app. Does
You were laying down.
Yeah, no, in the graveyard.
I'll be honest, I never laid down on the floor.
Oh, I
You
guess
said it, and I went,
beanbag.
Well,
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Your glasses
was
were on the
lying
floor
down, too.
today. I just
Yeah, they were.
Remember
But you
laying
remember
down?
when we were in the graveyard, we were all just hanging out and laying down. I guess it was just with Iffy.
Yeah, we were laying down.
We were laying down.
yeah.
But I remember I said, hey, check the weather app. And I remember vividly Michael laughing, like, check the weather app, right? But I was like, if she had checked the weather app,
Then she would have saw
she
a
might have been
storm
able,
was coming.
a storm was coming, and she might have been able to switch her flight.
Maniacs.
It's a free change for that.
No, it's a free ass change.
I'll be honest. It was like, I don't know, like 9:30 or something like that. And I was like drifting off to sleep in my bed. And then it just started, just water on water. Storm rolled in and I went,
Bro, I love
and then I went, I'm glad I didn't go.
Yeah, that's why I said 2
Bro,
hours.
I left your place going, fuck, I'm glad I didn't tell him I was going, because no one's going.
Yeah.
Bunch of assholes. I just kept saying that to Lindsay. I kept going, damn, dude.
Yeah.
And Gavin was
We'll
really
be there.
close to
We'll
also
be there
coming.
for sure.
I was 2 surges deep, and the rain
Yeah.
came, and I was like, no one's gonna pick me up in
And
this.
Gavin was like texting me like, yo, I think I'm really going. Like, I will see you there. And then all of a sudden I was like, I'm not going.
I would say that. I would say I was the
Everyone was fighting with themselves to go to your show, though.
Yeah, I see there's a lot of inner turmoil.
Dude, the energy was there. He was the talk of the town.
It's like, oh, look at them clouds, though.
I have timestamped.
Here we go.
I have timestamped. Okay, yesterday, 9:10 p.m. Where's Iffy Show's app? This is after we left your place. Where's Iffy Show's app? I'm like, it's at the Buzz Mill, and I said, yo, there's thunder. He's like, it's stormy as
Don't
fuck.
read the name.
Oh, right.
next
Well,
name.
yeah. Oh, right, yeah,
She
yeah.
already said Buzzmill.
The Buzzmill, right.
No.
The next one, yeah. It's stormy as fuck. What time is he on? I had a Red Bull earlier, and I feel like I fucked my chances of sleep. And I'm probably around 10. And then it was like, I don't even know what that is. And then he's like, okay, I'm not gonna go to the show because it's shitting down and Mega's super tired, so see you tomorrow for defusing bombs, yeah?
All the way home, though, the turmoil was real.
It was like,
You caused inner turmoil.
Dude, everyone was fighting with their inner
was
demons.
nice.
They had to go to
But
the
the
show.
next
Yeah,
show?
it was
The next show?
9:15.
Look, I'm not gonna be going on a goddamn haunt for the next show.
Or go on the haunt. Just don't tell them you're going.
Yeah, I know. And here's the thing.
No. This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by BetterHelp Online Therapy. No matter who you are, your life can probably be stressful at times. A lot of people don't try therapy because they're not unhappy or they don't feel stuck in their lives. But even if you're stressed or your temper is shorter than usual or you feel strain in your relationships, you could probably use the chance to unload. Unload that stress. Get it all out. Talk to someone who's unbiased, who won't judge you or take sides. Talk to a therapist. BetterHelp is customized online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist, so you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. It's much more affordable than in-person therapy, and you can start communicating with your therapist in under 48 hours. Unload the stressors and get some unbiased feedback. You'd be pretty surprised at what you might gain from it. So see if it's right for you. This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp, and Off Topic listeners get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/offtopic. That's BetterHelp.com/offtopic.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna invite y'all to the next show, and that's gonna be the show I eat a dick on stage. It's gonna be a show
We're
where
all
I
gonna
just
sit there and
know
be like,
Good call.
I'm glad we didn't go to the last show.
Fiona
That
was
shit
lying.
sucks.
Wait, I lied? About what?
Oh no, you missed. Yeah.
About the surge?
You missed
If he was saying the next time y'all go is gonna be when I bomb and
We're all
like,
gonna
no
go and it will
laughs.
be bad.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm never letting that happen. If I'm there, it's never happening.
What does that mean? You're gonna run up on stage? What does that mean?
Everyone laugh now!
No, I
He's
will hype it
hilarious.
up. I will be the person in the audience to hype it up.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think that's how those work.
Yeah.
No, it does.
I don't think one
was
person can
yelling
save
the entire
the show.
time. I was like, woo!
Right, but I think other
I will
people
say,
probably
and
laugh.
I will beg you, Fiona,
Yes, but like
if
I
I'm
said-
ever bombing at a show, don't force the laughter. It makes it more obvious I'm bombing. You always have that show.
That's funny.
I don't know what's up with everybody.
I don't know this guy at all.
What am I supposed to say? What am I supposed to do when that happens?
Just be silent with everyone.
That blows.
You're killing me. You know what blows is when you see a comic bombing and hear obviously his girlfriend laughing extra hard, and it's like, damn, bro.
You got to get the woo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was doing last night. I was like, woo!
Yeah. But there was laughter, so it like fit in.
Okay, you know what? Fuck me then. I won't fucking do it.
Well, okay,
You know
don't
what?
not
Okay.
laugh ever.
That's fine.
No.
All these people bailed on you.
Don't point at
Yeah,
me.
but no,
Don't
no,
point at me.
No.
Don't
But we
you-
had turmoil. That's
They
a non-turmoil.
had turmoil. You're not
that's-
understanding the
Yeah.
turmoil.
Yeah.
It wasn't an
All right?
easy
we all had
decision.
to fight these inner demons.
They had to choose. Alfredo
Go
went
back and forth.
I'm sorry.
So when's the next show at?
It's in LA. You have to fly. Everyone owes him now. Now it's going to be a huge pain in the ass.
Now you thought this was a pain in the ass.
I'm tired.
I'm tired. All right, no, it's like, oh yeah, I'm so awake right now. 15 minutes later.
But the
I think I'm just gonna
rain.
lay
The
down.
surges were sort of crushing the effects
rain.
of the Red
Let me
Bull.
tell you this, dude. Now, granted, the storm had settled a bit. It definitely wasn't as bad because it started like lightning when I was driving home, and then
Yeah.
it really started shitting.
Yeah.
So it did calm down a bit, but to counter the going out in the rain, I did go to 7-Eleven at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So I ventured out for that.
Yeah.
But for anyone saying, man, I would have loved to go.
How much turmoil was involved?
Couldn't take the risk. None, because I was buying Iris's lunch for school today, and I was like, never gonna have enough time to do it in the morning. I have to go now.
Yeah.
Did
you hit her with a Lunchable?
No, she likes the chicken salad.
Okay. See,
make
I
there.
wit. Oh yeah, Yeah. See, I would love that.
There's like a bunch of pre-made sandwiches.
When I always have to hit Naomi with the Lunchable because anything complicated to eat, she's like, no, I'm good. But then I kind of got, annoyed with her because she tried to front on me when she was with her mom, and she was like, yeah, Dad doesn't cook all this. I was like, you never eat, but I make you stuff. Yeah, it's cool, but
Yeah, 7-Eleven's good because that's like our thing is we go there, and because usually she gets a slushie, but then it's like a trip for her because it's a pretty big 7-Eleven.
Oh, that's good.
And so she gets to like pick stuff. She gets to pick stuff out. I don't know. There's drama going on. She put her tiny glasses on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're not that tiny.
Well, no, they're not tiny for you.
Tiny for you.
They're
but
tiny when Gavin
when
puts them
Gavin
on.
puts them on.
But anyway, there's like this whole like fresh food section, and then she goes and gets to pick, and that incentivizes her to actually eat her lunch.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because there's so many days that she gets a snack,
look
Yeah.
so
and she gets a lunch.
I
Pick
think
her
you look
up,
so
and you go,
cool.
"Do you eat your lunch?" And she'll go,
laughing.
"No."
Yeah, I
I'm
had
like,
a-
You look
and I'm
so
like, "Damn it!
cool.
Eat it! Eat the lunch!" And she's
had
like,
a-
"Yo, I ate all the candy and shit."
Yo, I'm
Well, I remember I dropped her off at her old school. She's at a different school now, and I bought her this
You look
like
so cool.
this like.
I'm sorry. I think you look.
No,
everyone makes fun of him.
Here's what I
No,
said.
let me-
Here's what I said. Hang on. Here's what I said. Let me strike this down. Here's what I said yesterday, and it builds on what I said. There's a new thing, and it builds on it though. What I said yesterday was I couldn't quite place it, right? And everybody was laughing at you, rightfully so, except Fiona. Glasses.
I thought you were
You
so
look-
cool.
You look
I
like
think
an
you
idiot.
look so cool.
You look like
No,
an
you
idiot.
don't.
And
No,
here's why.
it's
And here's why.
fashion. It looks
What I
so
said
cool.
was, and this makes even more sense now.
Yeah.
What I said was, you look like a blind person. You look like a person,
Well,
a person that wears blind. But people might not take that because the glasses.
Here's the thing, but I'm gonna put this in your head. What he looks like to go even further is the 3 blind mice specifically from
Okay.
Shrek.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I wasn't gonna say that. I wasn't gonna say that.
Oh
That's not.
my
That's not
gosh,
inaccurate.
yes. Oh,
What I was gonna say. What I was gonna say.
Can we get a picture?
Oh my God, pull that up real quick.
What I was gonna say, which is
Oh
now,
my
see, now
God.
she knows. What I was gonna say now, which is a compliment compared to that, and I feel like it's bad. I was gonna say it hit me. You look more like than a blind person. You look like fucking Daredevil, who is blind, and that's why my brain's about. You look like Netflix, like Daredevil glasses. That's what they are.
You look like a tiny-eyed blind idiot. Everyone's going around.
No,
I feel it's like you look good.
Yeah.
Look
They
at
don't.
that.
Oh, look behind you. Look behind you. Look at the fucking mice. Okay.
Okay.
You look like
If
makes Daredevil and some mice.
It makes the side of your face like look wider.
Yeah, well, Stick was his trainer.
Here's the thing.
Stick is who caught Daredevil. That was a plan.
Yo,
Oh, now do it.
Oh my god! Oh my!
Yeah, no, that was a good call. I'm glad you said that right before I went. You remind me of Daredevil. Yeah, you see these rodents? That's what you look like.
I must be an amazing friend because I really genuinely thought you looked cool.
Oh, now we're just completely cutting that off, huh?
No, he does. I still think he looks cool with that.
Just too small.
Alright,
Too
well,
small.
give you that back.
If you took them, if that was like in OBS and it had a corner and you could stretch it and it gets 15%
But that's
larger.
the style. That's the
No, but they
style.
look cool right now. I'm like, those
They
are
look-
cool. You put them on hidden, they do not look cool. Too small. You shrink his head or enlarge the
it
glasses.
amplifies the
you
side
have
of
the
your
perfect
head.
dimension.
And the nose.
He does it.
Dimensions for these.
Yeah,
here.
glasses for your head, they look great. And then you even do like you put him
I
down
put
a
him
little bit.
down a
He
little
goes,
bit.
and puts them on. So they're like glued to the bridge of his nose.
Yeah.
And he's like, do I look cool?
Okay.
Fiona said I'm cool.
I think he's cool.
Do we have some more of the Voodoo Ranger? I was trying to.
Yeah, there was one
casually-
more. Yeah.
I
You
was
can have
casually
one.
looking for
Yeah,
it.
you
but-
can have the last one.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah.
sixer.
Well, where's the rest of them?
Okay, if you want more, I don't make it. I don't know. Tyler, do you have more?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Well,
Can you
we
look anyway and make them feel better? Do we have anything? They want something. I'm good.
I'm okay
Oh,
as
you're
well.
good. You're good. You're being the responsible dad, and I'm the
Yeah.
drunk dad. Is that what we're playing now?
Oh,
I'm the dad.
Oh, you said it.
You didn't want to put it out there. Oh man. Do you ever feel like you might have to fight another parent?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
I
No,
always-
because we're in your daughter's in kindergarten, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Iris is in preschool.
Oh, so
we're
you're
in,
not there
full
yet.
there yet.
Yeah.
And now it's pandemic, so it's like dropping your kid off into a lockdown.
Yeah.
Right. So there's not really the whole it's like line up, drop
Yeah.
them off, salute them goodbye, and then you collect them later.
Yeah.
Right. So there's not
Collect them.
the mingling and
Oh, yeah, you're-
I don't know anyone enough yet to
It's
hate
gonna
them.
suck. I will tell you because the first time I was not ready for it. Where she after her first week she made friends and I was like, all right, give dad a hug, and she did the push off.
Oh, no.
And went and held her friend's hand and walked away, and I was like, you son of a bitch.
Damn.
You daughter of a bitch.
Oh.
Yeah, and just walked off on me. I was like, you're not gonna, and it
Okay.
now turns into this thing where you're like, oh yeah, this is the stage. You're not trying to say what's up to your pep. But then I also have a friend who their child is older and got kind of duped at school where it was they're like, oh, those are fake Pokemon cards, and took, you know who I'm talking about.
yeah,
But
yeah.
took the collection, and every time they tell me, I'm like, you're not going to the school to fight them? I would go to the school.
kid?
Yeah, the kid.
Yeah.
Kid. And then eventually the parent. I would treat it like video games where I start at the kid, I kick the kid's
Yeah.
ass,
And
and then
then
the
work your way
parents
up.
come, and then I
Yeah.
kick their ass, then I kick their grandparents' ass. I'm fighting the whole
Kid's ass.
family. I was like, you're not gonna dupe the kid.
Ain't gonna be no sequel here today.
Because I had that when I was these kids tried to jump me. Because you remember when you would do the cloning technique?
Yup, with the link cable?
Yeah. And so they
Yeah.
cloned.
yeah.
They cloned my Mewtwo, and then they gave it back to me, and then I got a Mew, and they were like, "You took my Mew," and I was like, "No, bro, I didn't." And I remember I was taking out the trash at my mom's house, and they tried to corner me. And I was like, "Bro, I'm not gonna give you
At your house?
Yeah, because we lived in the same complex. And I was like, you need a link cable, bro, and I'll take these hands. You're not getting my Mewtwo. That's how much I love Mewtwo. I was like, I will take this ass beating to keep my
There's
Mewtwo.
no-
I'm not playing.
I'll wake up in the hospital
Yeah,
with my
yeah.
I like
Mewtwo.
the Game Boy is the
Yeah.
person you're defending. Get behind me.
Get behind, don't let him put the link cable in you.
What?
No.
Did anyone ever go fight Mewtwo without saving?
No, why would you?
Yeah, that's what
I feel like,
Just stupid.
well, yeah, it'd be idiotic.
Just
And I was always saving right before. But I feel
Yeah.
like there's got to be a kid somewhere that's like, I'm going in.
Oh, there's definitely probably hundreds of kids that
Those
just,
were speed
But I
runners
didn't
of the
think to do
day.
Yeah.
They thought
that just did that and went, wait, hold on, I can't go back.
some kid.
Oh, I killed it. Oops.
Some kid growing up was like, I'm gonna do. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make the game harder for myself, just to be a challenge. And everyone was like, you're a fucking idiot. and now they're gone.
Yay!
Not cold, but.
Okay, well, you know, it's fine. It's still, you know,
Thanks.
Made him feel
I
better.
only asked for so much.
Pour them back into the old can. It might still have a little bit of coolness.
Please.
Yeah, no.
You see
We'll
it?
be face down.
Do
on
you
the
see
floor.
me right now?
Yeah.
well, you gotta.
You're looking a little
You're
glassed
flying
over.
soon.
It's like,
You're flying soon.
Yeah,
You have to
don't get back on that one wheel.
I'm
Don't
legit-
get
Dude,
back.
I got on a plane for the first time in almost 2 years. It was weird.
Yeah, it's wild.
I felt bad, like sick, like physically.
Oh,
I
really?
went on a plane and-
I've
Firing off and come back. I felt I was
for Jeremy's.
for the whole trip. Yeah, wasn't that? Oh, it's been like 3 months.
Yeah. Never mind.
Almost missed that flight, though.
It was like
Second.
maybe it was because I was in a van, like in and out and road tripping and like staying in a hotel for 5 days straight and then getting on a plane in 2 years. But the trip was actually like pretty comfortable. I slept amazing every night. Again, not having children. It was so funny. Dude, the next morning I'm like, did you sleep? And people were like, I fucking slept like shit. And I was like, I got more sleep than I've
ever had.
every single night consecutively. I'm like, bro, I slept 9 hours last night.
so
That's
great.
unheard of.
Yep.
Got on the plane, flew home. Thank God. We drove there, we flew back, and landed. I'm like, I don't feel so good. I got my car, I had parked my car somewhere, so I had to take a ride to my car. Got my car, got home. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning when I got home. I walked to my house and I was like, my fucking tummy hurts. And I was in my bed. And then Lindsay was like, it's a trip. And I was like, I feel so bad. It was like my entire body just collapsed under the gravity of like the planet. I was just going, 5 straight days of like, this is a great trip. And I was in my own bed going,
I've been having the opposite thing where it's like I've been on a flight like a lot. Like for the past 3 months, I've been on flights a lot. And the thing is that I've realized that one, flights are really boring.
You're boring as shit.
Yeah. I'm
gotta
like,
plan out your entertainment.
before I used to be like, flight, I'm going somewhere.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, I don't want to go because it's 3 hours. What am I going to do for 3 hours in a plane? So I'm
load
like
up
that.
movies.
And then now another thing that I realize is I'm getting full anxiety getting on the plane because I'm like, this plane's going to crash.
Oh,
I'm like falling,
oh,
and I'm like, I don't know. That's never happened to me, but it's like now, like that. I'm getting older.
dude, yeah,
I'm getting older. I'm like, what the fuck?
I got shit to lose now.
That next day anxiety, welcome to my life.
Yeah, no, it's to me it's
Final
it's
Destination
fun.
shit.
I tried to switch it up because it is funny that we're sitting on this game side. It's like, how do I kill 3 hours on
3
a plane?
hours? I'm
You
like,
bring your fucking
what?
Switch, Fiona.
I know, but like it's boring. Like that's not fun.
All right. Well,
Stardew Valley.
I switched it up. I was like, I brought a book, and it was so funny to me because they're like in my row was like this old.
Was it daytime or nighttime? Were you the one prick with the light on? Because you're going, I'm gonna read. The entire cabin started. Some ass on the plane had
I'm
a
the
fucking
prick. I'm the
newspaper. And the guy goes,
Absolutely.
motherfucker, you're the only person here. He's like, bing, get a backlight, loser.
To answer your question, the answer is yes. Because it was like early in the morning, and I had to be
Oh,
like,
you gonna sleep? Nope.
nope, yeah. So like,
Everyone else.
God damn! Reading about the black plight. Thank you very much. I was reading James Baldwin, and then the lady next to me was watching Get Out, and then it was like this old white dude. I'm like, this is your worst nightmare.
Was she watching Get Out and kept looking at it?
Yeah, James
Look
Baldwin.
familiar to
Yeah,
you?
yeah. I am not your Negro. It was like intense too. Like that was like the most because I was like, let me read some of the classic, but it straight up was like imagery of like he looked. I saw him look over and look away. And I was like, oh yeah, this is like a person being beat for being black. What do you think about that,
No,
sir?
no.
Do you want to order a drink for me? Do you want to order a drink for me from the attendant?
I remember. Okay. I remember someone was watching Django next to me or something.
That's wild.
And I was like, okay, I don't want to watch that right now, but okay.
Yeah. Oh man.
My God.
You were forced to watch Django. It is
Bro,
funny.
no,
seeing,
I mean, I watched it already, but I was like, after I left Django, I was like, I will never watch this again.
Same. I went, that was good.
I'll never watch this again. And then I thought about my mom, who was brought there from my white dad brought us all as a family to watch Django.
That was the family movie? Was it a double feature with Roots?
And I was like, that's I was like, why did we do that? Why did we do that? And my mother just like.
Yeah, no, my worst like family viewing experience was I went to go see Moonlight with my mom, and like when that dude's getting jerked off on the beach, my mom's like, "Oh my God!" I'm like, "Mom, relax. Act like you've seen somebody get jerked off on the beach before.
You're embarrassing me.
Coaching her through it.
Mom,
It'll be over momentarily.
Yeah.
That was like I
Got a couple more
imagined.
strokes.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it in theaters, but I imagine that was a perspective that happened, I'm going to guess, a lot in Black Swan.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was like,
yeah.
ooh, it's about ballet and this and that. And then there's a scene where she just like masturbates in her bed for a while, and then she looks up and her mom's just standing there watching her. I can imagine that reaction in the movie theaters.
so
with your
wild.
parents.
Yeah,
It's
you're
like,
so wild.
it's like a long, drawn out, like, I'm going to jerk myself off scene.
Yeah.
But this is the movie. It's not just like it happened. It's like, now watch this. And you're in the theater going like this.
Yeah, it's like, what?
Yeah.
Why is that the
We had a
thing that's
movie night.
happening?
You're no
We
knight.
watched Monster Ball, and so it had that.
Oh, yeah.
That super long, sexy Halle Berry,
Halle
Billy
Berry.
Bob.
Yeah, Billy Bob Thornton.
And then they're like, "If cover your eyes," and like, I had to cover my eyes, and it was going on so long that I'm like, "All right, I gotta see what's going on over here. This is a long sex scene."
This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by Upstart. If the idea of paying off your debt makes you feel the need to scream into a void, I get it. A whole bunch of other people get it, and Upstart gets it. Upstart is the fast and easy way to pay off your debt with a personal loan all online and get you on the path to financial freedom. Whether it's paying off credit cards, consolidating high interest debt, that's a big one, or funding personal expenses, over 500,000 people have used Upstart to get one fixed monthly payment. Upstart knows you're more than just your credit score and is expanding access to affordable credit. Unlike some other lenders, Upstart considers your income and current employment to find you a smarter rate for your loan with a 5-minute online rate check. You can see your rate upfront for loans between $1,000 and $50,000. Plus, you can receive funds as fast as 1 business day after accepting your offer. Find out how Upstart can lower your monthly payments today when you go to upstart.com/off-topic. That's upstart.com/off-topic. Don't forget to use our URL to let them know we sent you. Loan amounts will be determined based on your credit, income, and certain other information provided in your loan application. Go to upstart.com/off-topic.
So
What are some
I'm
other
sure
long
just
sex
hearing it would be
scenes?
worse.
Yeah, what are some long sex scenes? Because I've
It wasn't
always
like super long, but it was just weird because you can actually see the cum, but Green Knight
oh yeah, that was
a jerk off.
Oh, yes,
actually,
yes. What the hell?
actually
Hey,
show
you're
the
no
cum.
knight. That's what she says after she jerks
When
him off
that
for
happens,
5 minutes.
I watched it. I watched it with Kayla.
You
Oh,
see the cum?
yeah.
You see straight up like shot of the cum.
You're not there? Did you not see that? Damn.
Yeah,
No,
It's like
yeah,
it's like
pretty-
a bucket's worth too.
So much.
And I was just like,
yeah, that was I'm like,
It's like,
this bro.
it's like soapy.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like they
yeah.
go, there's like a sash, and they go
yeah.
and squeeze it. And
This
it's
is
like,
a giant load.
yeah.
And then there's just like they just like they prepped that shot
And
and they
he's-
focused in on
He's in
it.
the bed, and they're kind of just doing this, and I'm the whole scene. I'm going, are they having sex, or
What
is
are
she
they
like
doing?
jerking
Yeah.
off? Like, I couldn't even tell what was happening, and then she goes, "You're no knight," I guess because he jizzed. And then- and then
Knights
he goes,
aren't supposed to come.
and he's like,
And
"My
it-
soap."
Yeah.
I remember
see it
watching that
oozing
movie
out.
because I did like an 824 like press thing. So I was gonna play because they have a board game. They
Yeah.
have the Green Knight board game, so we were
do you have
promoting
to-
that.
Fun.
Yeah. It's really
Oh.
cool. No, but it's kind of like D&D in a way, but it's a really cool game. But so I was doing that, so I had to watch Green Knight early, and I had a screener thing, so I was watching it on my laptop. And this is when Kayla came over to visit me in LA. So I was like, Kayla, want to just like snuggle in bed and watch the Green Knight? And we would just watch it. And then that moment happened. I was like, what is happening? We were just like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And then it happened. He threw the cum, and we were like the cum rag.
Yeah.
It's like his special sash.
He's like, "My mommy gave me
Yeah,
this
he
sash."
definitely rolled a 20 on coming.
Episode title right there. I think.
Critical.
That's it. Critical cum. That's a good one. CC.
Roll again.
Roll again.
Oh,
Is that the cum bell?
That's the. The cummy tummy first bell.
Cummy tummy.
Hey, firsties, you watching this? Sorry about all that. Thanks for watching. Appreciate your support. Kudos.
Got it.
And not just the rice, but it's very good. Technically, it's not rice. I don't know, but I like it.
Oh, we got rice?
What are you talking about?
I
Kudos.
like rice.
Kudos.
Kudos.
Oh, that's rice.
Is that what it's called?
Kudos?
Is that what it's called?
That's the currency in Fall
Everyone's
Guys.
shrugging. Maybe I'm.
I don't know what the
Talking
hell
about
you're
Fall
talking
Guys
about.
currency?
No, I'm
Kudos?
talking about like the rice type product. Anyway, we're not talking about that.
Drift points and Project
What was
Gotham
that,
Racing.
Nicholas? Couscous.
Couscous.
That's what I'm thinking of. I knew I was ballpark. That's what it is.
Rice.
Couscous. It's technically not rice, right?
It's not rice. It's like grain.
But it is rice. It's like very rice-like. If you were an
Like a
idiot
rice
like myself,
substitute, or-
and you were eating something, you go, "This fucking rice is good," and someone goes, "That's not rice. That's couscous." But I went, "Kudos to the chef," and that's why it confused me. Anyway. Thanks for subscribing.
Couscous.
If you're not subscribed, go ahead, do it. Check out shows and shit. Dude, Last Laugh Season 2 finale today.
Yeah.
Who won? We don't know. Don't spoil it in the chat. You have to watch to find out.
I think
but
we
the
know.
real winner is you if you watch it. Audiences agree. Much better than that piece of shit Season 1. Back to the show.
I mean, season 1 was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
But it was definitely.
It smelled like shit, like that sneaky.
I got,
It's not really
like,
bad.
season 1, I got knocked out.
So
Immediately, and I went, oh, freedom. But
No.
little did I know, I was going from one hell to another.
Yeah, you don't
Because
leave.
I sat in the green room.
Yeah.
Because they're like, we're gonna need you here for like reactions and stuff.
why'd they
Like
do
in
that?
the green room. And secondly, none of that was shot. So I just sat there for no reason.
Yeah,
And
it was
they
this
had a
cobbled together.
TV up.
It was this cobbled together idea that like we can get shots of you watching the rest of the show.
Yeah.
But no one filmed it, and also you couldn't hear
The TV where I could see everyone doing their thing had no audio. So I sat there for 8 hours watching.
Why'd you stay in there? Why didn't you leave after 20 minutes?
because the bomb would have exploded. You gotta wait till the show's over for them to pull it out.
We gotta film the reactions.
Escape from
and
New York.
people- And more people
So
kept piling in, and then we just sat here watching it with no audio.
I remember
hell.
by the time I got in there, I was like, what's going on here? I'm like, oh, we're doing this. And I go, nobody's gonna use this. And they didn't.
I feel like
Everyone was just getting piled into a stinky room.
the stinky room
Stinky.
was.
There were
like,
multiple
Someone took a
keyboards in
shower.
there.
So many
I was
every
in
corner.
the stinky room for like 5 minutes because then the game was done. But like the thing is that
That's like a subtle way to flex that you made it to the
oh yeah,
game.
that's
She
the
made
thing.
it far, dude.
Yeah.
And then
How
she
far did you
laughed
make
at
it
a
in this
kickflip.
season?
This season, you know,
Or
I
Ollie.
didn't make it super far, but I did.
Or did
I was-
you? Maybe
But
Fiona
no,
comes
I mean,
back in the
that
last
was the last
episode doing the
episode.
whole thing.
But the first episode, I
Didn't
made.
see Jack.
But I will
Dude.
say, I was really proud. I was the first one to make someone laugh. So I was really proud of that.
But the
I
show is
laughed.
called Last Laugh.
Yeah.
I know, but that was something that I didn't do last
so many
season.
times on the inside at you.
We did a lot of things.
You were also the
Dude.
first one to laugh, but I was the first one to get caught laughing.
Yeah, I was laughing.
Fiona laughed,
I
something
laughed
happened,
first.
and then I laughed like 15 seconds later.
Yeah.
Or like not even laugh. There was a slight.
They only
like a
saw you.
slight
I got
smirk. Then they came in. They're like, everyone's like, oh, Fiona got, and then she was just like, Fredo, you smirked, and I was like, what?
I fully had an
Yeah.
outwardly.
And I also,
outward
and then,
breakout
and then
laugh.
I got attacked by a team of lawyers because I kept saying, I'm going to whistle blow. After the show was over, I kept, I'm going to tell everyone. And they were like, don't say it. We don't have coverage of it. It doesn't
like,
make sense.
We didn't film it. It didn't happen.
And I'm just, I mean, I'll be honest, that's what I learned in season
Yeah, that's
two.
what I learned.
I was like, in season one,
They don't have
foolishly, I was like,
footage.
everyone sees everything. And then I went,
No.
oh, wait, we're relying on Jeff. And he goes, what happened? And then I realized, like, you laughed, this person laughed, and I'd be like,
Yeah.
but I remember we were about to do like a live stream for season one.
Yeah.
It was like a live watch.
Like a watch party. Yeah.
And we're all like talking. There's so many people there, and I go, so like, when did we talk about Fiona laughing? And they're like, and I just kept bringing it up to be an asshole. But now we're in season 2, so I'm.
So season 2 doesn't matter.
The NDA expired.
The NDA expired.
Guys, we work at an entertainment company. Everything isn't real.
Everything isn't real. Honestly,
just most of it.
There were times where I was like in the room. We obviously did a bunch of stupid things, but in that room, I was like, damn, no one's looking
Dude,
at us.
there is a thing we do that like it's hard to have context of what's happening in the room. Because there were so many people.
There was, yeah.
But this was a couple episodes ago in season 2. But there's a part where I had bought these clown noses.
Yes.
Right, and they're like
You hung-
like
yeah,
squeaky
yeah.
noses. But what I had done was I just put them under my shirt as my nipples.
Yeah, the nipples, right.
And just pulled my shirt down, and it was tight enough where like
It
just,
looked
it just
like-
held them. Right, I didn't
Yeah.
need to do anything, and so I would just squeeze them. And then you dressed up like the Easter Bunny, and at one point we had a baby bottle.
Yeah.
And so I was pouring milk all over
Milk.
myself, and you were like furiously chomping my tail, like angrily, and it was going, and I couldn't believe in the moment that I don't think we got anybody to laugh from it.
well,
I couldn't
no one
believe
was
it.
looking
But then
at
I
us.
watched the episode, and everyone's like, on the other side of the room. Yeah,
Nursing in
it
the
was
corner.
maybe, in my opinion, the funniest bit
Yeah,
that
it
no
was-
one noticed.
no
And you
one
going,
saw There's no way we didn't make anyone laugh, but no one was looking at us.
it's hard when there's a
It's
lot of people.
really
But you really
tough.
gotta like find someone and attack
That's
them.
how you do it.
Because then when it starts cutting down,
Yeah.
there's only like one
Yeah.
atmosphere. You know,
Yeah.
it was too soon.
There was another moment where I definitely like made someone laugh, but the way it was cut, it seems like someone else made that person laugh, and I was like, damn it, that was a good one. Why didn't you do it? That was me. That was my thing.
Fuck, dude.
But it's okay.
I had one moment in season.
I know.
Well, I
in
remember season 1 when
one.
you won.
Yeah.
And they were like,
Yeah, when
shit.
you
They were
won,
like,
that was actually really
damn.
awesome.
yeah, and they
But
were like,
I was
film it again.
when we were sitting there before
Someone's
we
listening to
actually
this right now
started.
freaking out.
Like I
Freaking
just kept listening I just kept looking at like John Smith and just breaking out laughing just by like his mannerisms and stuff. And so he was instantly like,
John Smith was.
he's so funny. And then so I was like, he's gonna come for me because he's making me laugh effortlessly. But
Yeah.
there was a moment where like, I don't know, maybe like 10 or 15 minutes in, he like gets up and like wiggles his fanny pack and he's looking at me and he starts beelining it over and I just go, and then like I'm on the verge of laughing and he's on the verge of laughing and he just goes and turns away because he was like, someone's gonna break here and we don't know who.
It's like laugh chicken.
This season was really, what I felt in this season was so much freedom compared to like the first season, because the second season, I feel like Kai was dealing with what I was dealing with in season 1, where you feel like you need to prove yourself because you're like the new person coming in playing this game. And so like this season, I was like, I don't gotta prove shit. I'm just gonna come in, suck on his titty, bite on it,
bite it
on the titty. I'm coming in. If I laugh, but that's okay because then I'll have the rest of the day to myself. And then, I was just like, I don't
sit
care.
in a room.
I just genuinely, I do not care. But I also feel like Kai was like, you know how last season I completely like, I just died inside. That was Kai, 100%. I looked at Kai. I was like, you're dead inside, and no one's gonna make you laugh. No one's gonna make you laugh. I know it.
See, I think the people returning for season 2 died before they
We
came back.
died. We were already dead, so we came in. We were like, "Yay!"
That was that. Yeah, there was a scheduling conflict, so I couldn't come in. And that was my biggest regret because it's like a show where I get to try and make people laugh, and you're forced to listen to my dumb
You don't
bits.
understand what
You
it is.
can't-
You understand,
You don't get it.
if he would do very well.
Yeah,
I think if
Of
he would do
course
well,
it
Yeah,
would.
and you
man,
want to know
it's
the best part?
mind-numbing.
You would have to come. You wouldn't be able to leave.
I just like the idea of Iffy now doing it with everyone who was there and going, oh, couldn't cancel?
Not raining enough.
What happened?
Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta,
What a surprise.
You gotta go. Don't
Now
worry.
you're locked in here
Surprised to
with
see you
me.
here.
Season 3, your boy will be there, and y'all will have to. So there will be no excuses. Oh man.
I will not be there for season 3.
Unless.
Why the fuck not?
Unless I thought I wouldn't be there for season 2, but then Michael convinced
if
me.
I come, if I come, you coming.
dodge that
I'll
shit
carry
like
you
the-
on
Back to that text.
like
I
a
was just like,
six-pack of beer.
I just keep
I'll
going.
hop on
Like
the-
a six
like
pack
a
of
six
beer.
pack of beer. You coming on the plane with me? This is my
Bro.
emotional support, Fiona. She has to be on
Get there. If we both attack her,
Oh, yeah.
get it. I don't even remember. I just kept texting you weird
He
shit.
kept texting me things you might put in your bag, and I was like, I have to be there. I was like, this is so dumb.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, Phoebe, we don't see each other.
Phoebe,
you
come
don't live
over.
here.
Yeah.
Come over to my last
Come
left
over
house
last
for one day.
You
And I
just
was
kept
like, I'll
sending
come
me.
over.
I mean, you would send me. You just send me pictures and links of things that you might be putting in your bag, and I was like, God, I
that
can't
was it.
not do that.
Yeah, I got.
I mean, a lot of those things did make it into the bag. It was good. It's very stupid things, though.
When you have guests on FaceJam, I want to eat with you.
Never.
Never?
You can't have guests.
You've never had a
on
single
stage.
guest?
We've only done,
was the-
we did like the temporary, and that wasn't even the main show. Those were like the Voodoo Ranger
you know-
podcasts.
If
How about
not me,
Fuckface?
I would love you to have Badlands Chugs on. Do you know who Badlands Chugs is? He's this YouTuber who like just chugs stuff.
Oh.
And like I only
The
know
name
it.
it's a good name.
Yeah, I only know it because like one time me and the guys from like
Badlands chug stuff. Okay.
Like me and the guys from White Women were doing a show. I think it was in St. Louis. And we like get there and everyone like is settled in the hotel and we're like, oh, let's check in with Carl. And he's like laid on his bed watching this large black man pound a 2-liter Coke. I'm like, what the fuck are you watching? He's like, that's Badlands Chugs. Like so matter of fact.
Yeah, what, you don't know?
Yeah. So now I watch a bunch of Badlands Chugs. And
just watch him
be
chug
chugging.
shit?
Yeah, he chugs
Is this
a
mainly
bunch.
liquid, or is he also like a
He
competitive
does thick
eater?
water too. He does.
Now,
Not the answer we were looking for,
Now
but very,
explain.
very
I know
good
what he's
answer.
saying.
What's
I think
water?
he was at the hot dog eating
You can like
contest.
you can like turn shit
yeah.
into like
Oh, like a
into,
thickener.
Jello
Like a
thick.
thickener.
Yeah.
Got it.
But he was at the hot dog
What's-
eating contest, the July 4th ones, but he did not win. Fortunately, Badlands Chugs.
Still alive.
Yeah. He's still alive.
Yeah, what,
didn't
were
win
you,
the
what were you
contest.
kissing the god as a
Yeah.
That's the type of channel I know I'm going to watch that tonight. I'm probably going to binge like 20 videos.
You're gonna just sit there.
Yeah,
going,
I'm a.
And I'll be like, oh, it's 11.
Where's it going? Yeah, you can't not watch.
Well, now I gotta see the Coca-Cola one.
My favorite video, which is like he dresses up like Big Smoke and like orders from McDonald's
GTA?
the Big Smoke
Oh,
order.
the giant
Yeah,
order?
Yeah,
I think
and
I've
he
seen
eats
that.
that. Yeah, that's Badlands Chugs.
It was like 10,000 calories. or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he fucking killed it. Yeah.
Oh my
Holy-
god.
I may have seen him already.
I did that a couple of weeks ago. For whatever reason, I ended up on like our public freak
Oh
out.
yeah,
so, like,
yeah. You
public
were talking
meltdown.
about that.
And I don't really browse like to find something to watch. It's not really something I do, but for whatever reason, I saw one video.
Yeah.
It really made me laugh.
That's how it happens.
And so I was just like, oh, where'd this come from?
Yeah.
And it was just me scrolling down.
Yeah.
And
Down the rabbit hole.
and I watched them for like 3.5 hours. And I took the best like 10 and I just sent them all to Eric. I just kept going. I just went, hey, don't respond to these. They're going to happen sporadically.
gonna
Just
happen.
watch them tomorrow. Because
Is
then
it like
you'll know
do you
it's
get
done.
do you get a sense of relaxation from the fact that they're so much more freaked out than you are? I get like calm.
No, no. Some of them are just like really fucking. It was a mix between some are really fucking funny, or some are just like, oh shit, like just like shocking.
Yeah.
Some are like 15 seconds, which is nice. The longest ones are like a minute, maybe like 90 seconds. So I'm just like ripping through them. But then if you get bad ones, you go, that sucks. Yeah. Keep watching.
Downvote.
One was interesting. It was a guy. It went on much longer than it should have. It still wasn't a long video, but it was a guy in an elevator. It was like an apartment elevator or something. And so there's a security camera in the elevator. And he's holding a fucking drink. He's got some sort of like either hard alcohol or mixed drink or something. But it's like a, short
I
glass.
think I know.
And he's sitting there and he decides in the elevator to light his drink on fire.
I seen that one. Yeah.
Right? Like
Yep.
whole like flaming drink, but not in a bar. I mean, maybe it was in a hotel, but he's just standing there.
so weird.
He pulls his lighter out and he lights it on fire, and he drinks it, and like something catches on fire, and then like
The oxygen.
it's like 30 seconds of the elevator catching on fire, and the flames are like bigger, and the guy's just like in the elevator, just like doing this,
God.
and it's like something he's wearing gets caught on fire,
my
and then he
God.
finally just like stumbles out of it, and I'm just like. You just like burn down the elevator.
Well, he faints because the oxygen gets sucked.
Oh, I think
out
it's a
of
different
the-
one. This
Oh,
guy didn't faint.
So there's two videos.
No, this yeah, not even the same guy. No, this guy. This one ended with the guy getting out, and then he just kind of leaves.
Oh, then this.
and it's
yes,
like,
there's two
and I'm just like,
different-
you just left the elevator on fire.
There's just two different men who decided to light their drinks on fire.
I feel like an elevator is like a flask in a lab.
It's him looking around going, now's my chance.
Why would you do?
I can be a bartender.
I've been waiting for this elevator to be empty. Yeah, that's crazy.
So it was like 3.5 hours of shit like that.
That was fun.
Yeah, no, I'm doing tonight.
Yeah.
What was it called? Public freak?
It was like public meltdowns or public freakouts.
Yeah, public
There was a
You were
lot of like
talking- yeah, you were
Karening
talking
stuff.
about
A
it.
lot of like
Yeah.
Karen stuff. But some of them I go, this isn't that good.
Yeah.
You need the juice.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
you need that good
You,
stuff.
you also it's hard though because a lot of it starts mid freak out and you're going, what's the origin story?
Right,
Because
right.
people aren't maybe one of the best ones what actually does have that because they're not filming the freak out. It's a guy with his kids doing something with his car, like
Yeah.
working on his car, filming something with his car, and he's just in his driveway. And he's clearly just like talking with his kids and blah, blah, blah. And then you hear like a crash and he's like, oh my God. And he turns and he just happened to be filming. And it was like this older woman had like crashed her car into a pole or something.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh my God, whatever. And she drives out. And I don't know if she like lives nearby or like what the actual environment was that he was parked where like she came by, but like she drives away and she pulls up and he's like, ma'am, are you all right? All right. And she's like, get enough pictures? like pissed that the guy's filming, like, oh, did you get enough pictures of it? And he's like, oh, I wasn't filming you. And then she flips him. And this is like a 70-year-old woman. And she just like flips him off. And I can't remember if she like gets out of her car and walks by or she drives by. But she's basically like, and fuck you. And he's just like, oh my God. Like, it was so out of nowhere.
Honestly,
it
I
was so
get it.
fucking
I get
funny.
it because like it's one thing to go through that,
It's
but
so
to know
fucking
someone
funny.
caught that on camera, you're like, fuck.
I just love that the guy's like, that's the steering wheel, son. Oh my goodness, you all right? Fuck you!
I wonder how long
Mind
she
your own
was.
business.
How long was she contemplating being like, oh, I could be apologetic, or I could go all
Dude,
in
it
on
was like the
aggression.
accident never happened, right? You cut to this woman and she's just like angry, like I'm fucking.
Oh my God.
I love that shit. Usually you don't catch that part.
So
I was like, we're
wild.
gonna see how many beers I can
Dude, go nuts. I
drink
will.
before
Hey,
this.
look,
Don't let me get on.
Daddy's gonna be late.
Don't let me get on the.
Laddie?
Daddy can't pick you up from ballerina class. He's with his friends.
Hey, you drank too
drinking
much?
voodoo.
That I'm in Austin.
Nowhere near home yet.
I know it's so funny seeing like
I don't
your
think I need that.
daughter pick up like
definitely don't.
on the dumb shit that you do. Like my daughter does bits now.
Same.
We're at the aquarium and I started, like I started making voices for the different ones and then she's doing voices too. And I'm like, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, dude, it's so cool.
Yeah, you're like,
They're like a real human and they do stuff that you didn't teach them.
well, here's the weird thing. Have you seen them do stuff that you do that you've never showed them? Like with me, I can't wear a long sleeve without rolling up the sleeves. Like if I wear a long sleeve, I always roll it up. Never showed it to her. And she started doing it and I was like,
Dude.
fuck.
Yeah, it's crazy. They're little sponges, and
Yeah.
it's crazy how well a child's brain works.
Yeah.
and you wonder when does it stop? 'Cause mine doesn't, right?
Yeah.
And then once
Yeah.
it transit, like you're just like, oh, here's a tiny thing I'll tell you, because it's like the opposite of that, or I'll like impart some sort of wisdom,
Yeah.
right? Or be like, this is how this thing works.
Yeah.
Then like 6 months go by, and this is the kid's 2.5,
Yeah.
right? And so then you're 3. I assume every day is like Groundhog's Day. You wake up and you have a new brain.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
In that phase. And she'll just like start saying stuff. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And she's like, oh yeah, you told me that. I'm like, how the fuck do you, that was 6 months ago, which was a fifth of your life ago. You know what I mean? It's the equivalent of being like, remember that I told you the thing 6 years ago. You don't remember that?
Yeah.
That one thing I told you 6 years ago? And I'm just like, fuck, dude, what do we, man, imagine if our brains still worked that way. It'd be great. That window is so limited. It's insane. Where it's like, learn now. Learn.
Well, it's so funny because they get to having like a goldfish's memory to like immediately like, oh
Yeah, dude.
Because like that's the trick is like you'll feel bad for this kid because they're crying over some shit and you're like, oh, I don't want to, but you have to like instill some type of order, and then you realize they don't remember, and I was like, okay, then I'm always gonna tell you what to do. So I'm like definitely like fully actualized into a Nigerian dad was like, I told you do not do that. I will hit you on the face. I've never hit my daughter, but she doesn't know that. I will hit you on the face if you don't go. And like she's like there, and it's so funny because me and my ex were not together, her mom, but like she always because my parents were divorced, and I totally was like, oh, I'm the not fun house because I don't let you get away with murder, but Daddy also has all the best toys. So choose go to your loose mom or go to your dad who buys dumb shit. Like, which one do you want? You go to your
Parenting wise.
Yeah, parenting wise. Parenting wise.
You want to repeat it.
Parenting wise. Loose. She's very lenient, and I'm like the
Lenient
fucking
is a better word.
Yeah, lenient.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have said loose.
Oh,
Yeah.
whoa.
Yeah, I'm
No longer together.
Yeah. I'm gonna get a text message when I get there. You call me loose on the internet. Fucking fucker.
If you're not.
Was that in the show last night? That's funny.
That you might have shown up for.
Now
Look, Michael gave me
Again-
the most knowledge that he wouldn't come because it's tight. Once you have kids, you have to get out of jail.
It's so funny too to go like 7, like 9.
Yeah, no. It definitely makes the world of difference.
sorry.
Can you tell your kid to go to sleep yet?
I can tell them. They don't
Well,
listen.
because like
tell them a
now,
lot.
like my daughter, like I can finally be like, okay, it's bedtime. I'll play the Disney songs.
Yeah.
I'll put on that weird galaxy light that I bought off of Instagram for some reason, and she goes to bed.
Okay. I can start the process, right?
But-
I can get her in her room.
Yeah.
I can get her in her pajamas.
Yeah.
It's like, it's great when children start understanding things like time.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It's nighttime. What's that?
Yeah.
Fuck. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Shit.
Sleep time.
Be back in 3 hours.
Yeah, it's hard.
What's an hour? Shit.
But
fuck.
there's no anxious
It's
days.
like, you look at a clock and you go, okay, see that? That was a second. Times
Yeah.
that by 60. That's an hour. 20 times 24 is a day. And they're like, it's once they're like again like right around now like 3, 4 it's like, oh, you understand shit.
Yeah.
Like it's just,
Yeah.
man, it's so much easier
because you
to
can
parent.
Yeah.
And then you really know if they're misbehaving or not.
Yeah.
Right? Because a 2-year-old's like and you're just like, you don't know shit.
Yeah. I can.
Fuck, you're not listening, and there's nothing I can do about it.
'Cause
And
you're a
now,
kid, yeah.
now you're like, I know you know what I'm saying to you.
Yeah, also it's funny because it's like she like right now she's just getting the shit for me because like I'll wake up and she has to be at school at 8. I'll wake up at 7:30 because fuck waking up before that.
Sure.
And then I'll be like, we got to get ready. And y'all might not know this, but kids don't have a sense of urgency.
Dude.
So she's late, but she's also late because I
Non-existent.
woke up late.
Right.
And I was like, you gotta learn urgency. And she goes, what's that? I was like, it means that when I say we gotta go, you gotta move faster. So the next time she's like getting dressed fast, I'm like, thank God.
Dude, it's the best. It's the best. There's shit of like same thing. Like I gotta get ready, and you gotta get ready. So you like start the process.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
like, all right, I'm gonna finish the thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go off now. You come back and you're like, bro, how have you not brushed your teeth yet? And they're just like holding the toothbrush, kind of like flicking it, right? So there's that alone where it's like, no, we had a system. But then it's also like, oh, hey, look, this is like a toy, and it's like, no, we don't have time for this.
You got it, we got it.
Like,
We
look,
have to-
this
we gotta
cat
go.
likes this yarn.
Oh,
Like, we
my-
don't have time for this. You gotta eat breakfast.
My daughter has definitely picked up my like stupid fucking caring about how you dress because she got so mad at me because she wanted to wear a dress but a short sleeve shirt under it, which is a style I hate in general anyway. Like I hate it. I'm sorry, ladies, but when you wear a fucking short sleeve shirt under a dress, I'm like, it's a strappy dress for a reason. Let it be strappy or wear a shirt. So she was trying to do that, and it was also a hot day, and I was like, you can't do it. And so I go in her room, and she's like on the bed like this, and I was like, what is the matter? She's like, I want to wear the shirt. I was like, you can't. It's too hot. She was like, I was like, we have to go. Dad woke up too late.
Dude, is your ever daughter to like getting dressed and be like, it's so cold, I'm so cold. I'm like, then let's get dressed. You're taking too long. Put the clothes on. Like,
Please.
I can't put the clothes on. I'm too cold.
Yeah.
No. The problem is the solution.
Yeah,
Put the
it's-
clothes on.
It's like I wish I could explain to
Dealing
you
with
how
mania.
you're getting in your own way.
Mania for
Yeah,
sure.
stop. What you're doing is what you don't like.
Yeah. Oh my God.
That is something I just don't understand yet, but I
dude.
also understand it. That's
yeah.
so funny.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna have to tuck in Gabu Gabu soon, so get ready for that.
He just goes like this. Doesn't work with the kid.
He's in the corner just going.
That is.
I mean, it's awesome. Like now that we've trained her so much that like there's so many things where now anywhere in the house, I just say go to bed. She gets up and then like walks over to her bed and just like lays down.
See,
like, that's
I like
cool.
that.
I was like, that's cool. But also, I get a little bit of like, honestly, I'm gonna have kids in a couple of years.
Yeah. I feel like I know the dad you're going to be. Like, I want to be the LeVar Ball of esports. Once she can use a mouse and keyboard, she's forced to play Counter-Strike. But that's,
I'm just gonna set it right in front of
Okay,
them.
yeah, that's what every dad says. And then the dad is like, you gotta
I mean, every kid's different, but man, good luck having them not fuck with the keyboard. 'Cause I get off of it. I cannot keep it off of it.
But no, there's a lot of times in the morning where, like, it's actually every morning. Like, I'm like, okay, I gotta get up, gotta get ready, then I gotta go, like, let Gabu out, and then go straight to work.
And take her to
and then,
school.
then I open, take off the blanket on the crate, open the crate. She sees me, she lets off a big yawn, and then like turns over and just like she's like on her back with her belly up. And then I'm like, okay, I give her a couple rubs, and then I just get up and walk away, and then she just like sits there, and then as soon as I come back up, she's like, back at it again. I'm like, we gotta go, because like Jackie every morning like gives her belly rubs, and she's like, all right, now, Dad, here we go. And I'm just like,
yeah, they want that.
I'm like, stop. So what I do is after a couple fits, I go, all right, and I drag her ass out. Then I flip her over, and I'm like, now your harness is on, and we're going.
Oh
So
man,
funny.
I got a cat now. I got a little cat
Yeah.
because
So
like
much easier.
Naomi is terrified of dogs.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, I love dogs. I want a dog, but like since she's terrified of dogs, I was like, let's do the cat. Let's do the cat thing.
Did you grow up with cats or dogs?
Oh yeah, I had cats. I had a dog who like ran away. And I remember.
Why ran away?
You're about to find out. They told me it ran away, and then like I'm a full ass adult at this time, like probably 19. And then my sister comes to me and was like, "You remember when they said Sadie ran away when she died?" And I was like, "What?"
I thought she was out there. That's
What? She was like, "You're an adult," and I was like, "Adult who just found out his dog died."
Yeah, that's like dealing with the loss all over again.
Yeah. I'll never forgive my sister for that. But yeah, I have Puar is like my cat, and she's a little Siamese cat, and she's like a cuddly cat. But boy, if she isn't like you, like as soon as my door opens, she's like the loudest meows, and it's great because like Naomi loves petting her, but like I'm like, you got to do it, and it's so funny because cats are pieces of shit. That's the thing. Dogs, man's best friend. Cats, man's worst enemy. Like just straight up, just like she's doing too much. And so every time she'll make me mad, I'll just like pick her up with one hand. I was like, you need to get in line. Now let me feed you your dumbass cat food. Like, yeah.
Yeah, we have two cats.
Oh, so you know.
It's just like I had dogs growing up. I never had cats.
Yeah.
And it's like they're easier to deal with.
Yeah.
But they're definitely more pieces of shit. And what's also the biggest thing I didn't really fully is that they can fucking be everywhere. You don't turn around and see a dog on the counter. At least not my dogs. The number of times I'm going, get the fuck off of there, and you just one hand them and you put them down.
Right back.
They go right back. They go right back. It's like they're on like a shelf. I take them off, and they just hop 6 times and they're back. Or like I have like hot water in the faucet, and they're like, "Oh, what's that?" I'm like, "Idiot, it's hot. You don't want to fucking touch it." And they're like, "Maybe I do want to touch
remember
it."
watching my cat learn how to operate a door handle. And
Yes,
I
I got
mental
knobs.
note of like, this is the worst day ever.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the wild thing I'm doing. I'm trying to potty train my cat because
On the toilet?
Yes.
With the thing?
Yeah, it's like a toilet seat litter box that like has levels. So like once they get acclimated to it, you get it lower, and then you put it on the toilet, and then they shit in the toilet and you can flush it. Because like just the other day I was fucking prospecting for cat shit, and I was like, I can't keep doing this. I can't keep doing this. This is not me. Yeah. I was like, this is not me. This is not the man I turned
I
into.
wouldn't do this.
I was like, you got to shit in the toilet. Sorry, you're in my you're shitting in the toilet.
Damn.
That's dope.
We gotta wrap it, man.
Oh man, we're having so much fun.
already?
Like,
This was
We'll
awesome.
do a little bit more.
Thank you
Yeah,
guys
it's a good
for
time.
being on. We got the post show.
Post-show.
yeah.
If
So
you
we
go,
got that.
wow, I love this. Watch the post show.
Yeah, because if he's probably gonna be drunker, because I'm gonna finish
That's
this
true.
and I'm gonna try
I'm
and
gonna
drink
be
cat.
less filled with urine.
This one's waiting for you. Not to an eight,
Hey,
but
check out
if you get to it.
check out Red versus Blue Family Shatters. You're in that, right?
I'm in that show.
Out October
October
20th,
20th.
starring Fiona Nova.
It's me.
From the outer reaches of the Red versus Blue-niverse.
Luna.
I didn't write it.
God.
I didn't write it. Follow the wacky misadventures of Shatter Squad in the series of zany, non-canonical slice of life shorts. Damn.
Hey.
Also, Gunk.
The gong.
Gunk. Fiona's the fucking star of a video game.
Hey.
That's so fucking cool.
Oh, yeah.
That's
It's
so cool, dude.
Yeah, it's gonna
That's
come out
cool.
soon.
That's not
I'm
even. That's
excited.
not even in my notes.
I know.
I'm just.
I'll be honest.
I'm just
Mikey was
excited.
very excited about it because you were texting me like, "Congratulations."
Yeah.
No one else did. But
Oh,
Mikey.
I retweeted it, okay?
You retweeted it.
Okay, Coca-Cola would edit me 10 I did it for free.
And it was raining really hard that day.
Yeah, the internet connection was
It's
kind
fine.
of cutting in and
I
out.
had two surgeons.
fine.
We're live throughout the week on RTTV, and if you're watching live right now, stick around for the Age Post Team Does Stuff right after us with some Back for Blood. That's out now, right? Like
Yes.
out, Back for Blood.
Yeah.
The Post Team is back, and they want Sarah's blood. I don't know if she's in it. She probably isn't. She's helping somebody move or something.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time. Iffy Fiona, thanks for joining. Gavin, thank you. I know I got lucky because Bleep Face wasn't recording.
Also,
Jeff's out of
I-
town, so no bleep
Yeah,
face.
so Gavin's allowed to play.
I also essentially was like, "Hey, Gavin, I'm never here. Please do off topic."
In, and then you just kind of have to be on.
You just have to.
I exist.
You exist. Hey, we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye. Bye.